Whoa. Whoa. Aquarius. It does seem like you done conquered somebody's heart. They also conquered yours. This is not a romance reading, and yet I cannot ignore that as you were working your as you were speaking, as you were talking about things that mattered to you, as you were doing things that would change the world, things that were, just things that concerned you, you stood out from the crowd. Now, I know a lot of times that's intentional. You like to stand out from the crowd. But you definitely stood out from the crowd. You kept yourself as more dignified. You stood up, let's put it this way, you stood up to the crowd and you put them in their place and you let them know their shit. You served them up their shit. And in doing so, you caught the attention of somebody that was very, very impressed by how brave you were. I don't know if this person has told you fully how much they want you or love you or respect you, but there is a great sense of respect. In some ways, you could have directed them into doing the same kind of work, into being somebody who sticks up for others. But you definitely won this person over. There is this sense of unlocking the possibility or potential to get into a relationship with somebody get into a relationship with somebody. But this person is not yet. You helped save them. Yes, you did. There was something that you did. It could very well have been that you stuck up for them when you were sticking up to a crowd, like you're coming to somebody's defense. I don't know that this has already happened, but this is like sort of swirling around right now. You are coming to somebody's defense. You're sticking up to them in public. You're going to make a public statement about who they are. That's going to dignify them. And it means a lot to them. It kind of, in some ways, wins their loyalty. There is just this sense of you felt like you were doing the right thing. That's all. That was your only intention. So your intention was not to win this person's approval or public acceptance, but it was definitely to maybe in some ways you decided to defend your involvement with somebody. You had an association that you felt was being brought into question, and you defended your association with this person by not turning coat and running the opposite direction, or deciding to throw somebody under the bus, but instead to be respectful, take the high ground, and sort of be dignified about the whole process, the whole thing, and in some way really help somebody out, because there was a lot of doom and gloom looming over them, maybe a lot of accusations, or a lot of persecution or bad news, and there was this light. You just wouldn't let the dark completely and totally descend. I do think in some ways the crowd was trying to get at you too because of this association. I mean, and it could not have been something nefarious. Like, it doesn't have to be that they did something wrong, just that they weren't good enough, or that they, that they weren't up to your standards, or you could do better. And it wasn't even better in terms of, this wasn't a romantic relationship. That's definitely not how it started out. It just started out as a sense of, to you it was about integrity, plain and simple. It was about, I'm not going to deny that I worked with this person or allow people to talk badly about them in my presence just to make myself look good. That's just not who I am or what I have to do to make myself look better. So maybe y'all want to throw people under the bus because that's what you do, but it's not what I do. And in doing so, you really awoken, and you were not doing it to win this person's approval, is my point. You were doing it because it was your own sense of integrity. It wasn't even a sense of loyalty. It was just a sense of, that shit ain't right. Like, I'm gonna work with somebody 1 second, and then the next second, because everybody else is on them, or because it doesn't work for me, I'm gonna turncoat. It wasn't your thing. That was not in your wheelhouse, you know. And that's why you did it. You did it out of the purity of the right thing to do. And you uplifted this person, and you helped them. You stood up for them, and you helped them at a time when they really needed help. And there is this sense in you that you are still pretty much focused on making the world a better place, getting hearts into harmony, helping people adjust and helping themselves and healing people and helping them heal, and speaking out in terms of, you know, getting people right with themselves, and not judging, but just trying to get in there and help, right? You are actually weaving a spell on yourself, because there is almost like a spell that you're casting without knowing that you're casting it. This person is so invested and sucked into you now, they cannot keep their mind off of you. There is this great sense of, no, it's not obsession, because this person isn't a loser. This person is somebody with substantial kind of, they've substantiated themselves. Like, they're somebody in their own right. They're a king. They're a king. You did the right thing. You took the emotional high ground, but they're a king that has been battling a lot of bullshit, but they're still a fucking king. You know what I'm saying? This is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I don't know if you're dealing with one of those signs, but this is an emotional man, an emotional person, somebody who, it does matter. It would, like, all these criticisms would impact him, would affect him, you know? And so getting up there and sticking up for him, or just basically like being proud of him, like supporting him while he stuck up for himself, meant a lot, right? There's this sense of, you're going to stand outside the rabble. You're not going to join in all the haters, because it's not the right thing to do, and it's bullshit. Plus, you don't really like to join the crowd, do you? So it worked for you to be able to stand out by standing against this craziness, right? I'm not going to jump on this bandwagon of people that just want to hate. But here's the thing. This is weaving you into this person's world. And once again, this was not your intent. This is not manipulation. But it is weaving you into this person's world because you stood out when other people did not. Aquarius, I don't know where these messages come from, but they are coming loud and clear. Your behavior and dignity, maybe dignity under fire, grace under fire, really stood out. This person may actually be sticking up for you too, coming back around and repaying the favor, because you didn't let them down when they needed you, and they're not going to let you down when you need them. You know, somebody is going to be coming to your defense and sticking up for you and reminding people just who you are. This person has got you, and somebody is supporting somebody. This is like wind beneath my wings type of shit. Helping out when just at the right time. You know, without somebody even asking for it. Just showing up and helping out and supporting, being kind, being caring, carrying them over the forest, carrying them if they need support. This is somebody who, like, ride or die, they stick with you, they stick by you. This is that mentality. And standing up against all the haters and all the naysayers. You know, standing up to the doom and gloom and the bad mouths and the bad news and the bad, the bad press, whatever it is. It's just sticking up for somebody that deserves to be stood up for. It's the right thing to do. It's the decent thing to do. That's Virgo. Virgo does the right thing. Virgo's hardwired to do what is right and what is moral. You know, follow the rules is usually sometimes what Virgos do. But this is not about following the rules. This is about having the dignity to do what's right. And say what's right. To speak the truth. to get people to realize and put people straight. That's what it is. It's like you're speaking out to say the truth, to put things back into harmony, because people got it wrong and you know it. And you're letting people know it. Loving, compassion, and ether. This could be somebody, like I said, this could be an energy of somebody sticking up for you. And in doing so, holy shit, are they melting your cold, cold heart. There is this sense of maybe you weren't even thinking of love right now. You weren't even thinking of companionship. And when you look at this person now, you may not even be thinking of those things, but they do got your attention. They got your attention. And with that attention, it's the kind of attention that could lead to something else. So this is you weaving a spell. The spell is being cast on you, all around you. And it's because of the energy that's around you. It's because it's ready. It's because this is the time. Loving compassion. Just wanting to bring goodness in the world. That's what your focus is on. Wanting to bring goodness in the world. But check this the fuck out. You got a companion. You got a partner in crime for life. You got somebody who wants to go through thick and thin with you, and not only with you, but help you in what you're doing and your current. So whatever you're currently entrenched in, whatever your current project of philanthropy or awakening, or, helping people awaken, they want to come along with you. It's not just you that's attracted them. It's also what you're doing. It matters a lot to them. And in a lot of ways, it has encouraged and inspired them. Usually I don't pull these cards. The tarot, the romance angel card. All of these are for the extended. And of course there's going to be an extended. We're going to go deep into this. And that link is below. But this Aquarius is definitely ride or die energy. Somebody who wants to go the long term with you. Wants to go the distance. Right? It's about weathering the storm and sticking through it together. I feel like this is somebody that you've had some separation from. And in a lot of ways, you didn't even consider them very seriously at first. And that's why I said you didn't have any intentions toward this person. There were no intentions, but that is what made it so sincere. That's what makes it so trustworthy, so reliable, that there is no ulterior motive. Let me get into the main reading. That's how they knew you were. I saw it. I saw it. This is not just miracles and blessings. It's miracles and blessings being bestowed on you because you were chosen. You were selected as something special. So it could very well be. It's not just a person. It could be an establishment, like somebody deeming you as amazing. Giving you a great deal of honor because of all that you've done. Oh my God, this is a big reading, Aquarius. What? Okay. There's still so much undiscovered and unknown here. So there's a lot of murkiness, which is why I'm not being very articulate right now. But life is a mystery. In other words, you're not going to see this coming. And that's how I know, once again, there was no intent for you to get this attention or attract this attention. See these cards that came out. Sweet results await. All your hard work and all that you've done. There is honey coming, baby. You have, only the busy bee gets the honey, and you have been extremely busy. You have been building this. This is something that you have been working on for quite some time. Could be environmental issues that you're sticking up for, standing up for, animals that are diminishing, or just the environment in general, just trying to make people understand and warn them that this is happening. A concern, a care that you're very, very entrenched in. You've been working very hard. Could be save the fucking bees. You know what I'm saying? Just this sense of actually getting a breakthrough of some sort. Think on your feet, improvise. There's something foxy going on here. Something unexpected and unpredictable. A little bit of chaos that's been thrown in. It's Sagittarian chaos, so there was a sense of you thought you could handle it, you thought you could play with it, you thought you could just weather it and it would be fine. But it's a little bit trickier than that. Okay? Lay a solid foundation. So this is you, this is Virgo energy working very hard and diligently, even through the chaos, trying to just stay focused on your work, stay focused on your purpose, stay focused on your mission and making things better, even though somebody has come into the roost and set it to fire. Somebody's definitely causing trouble. There's a fox in the hen house. I'm just letting you know. Maybe somebody that you trust a little bit too much. You didn't know, you didn't learn when you had the chance. You let them in too close. There were warnings about this person. So this is definitely somebody from your past that you didn't learn about. Somebody's tricking you. Somebody just didn't do you right. So if there's a devil in your midst and this bad shit that's being said about you, it's coming from somebody who is close to you and they're betraying you. They in your fucking house. But you know what's so interesting about you right now is you're not even paying attention to the dangers. You're so focused on doing good, planting your trees, growing the future. You really believe in your mission and who you are. And now is a lucky time. There's a lot of abundance. So whatever seeds you plant now, what these cards are saying is whatever seeds you plant now, Aquarius, they're going to go far. They're going to multiply. They're going to grow. It's going to be easy for them to grow and develop. This is a good time to plant the seeds for the future. You know that. You know that. Sometimes life stings. So this is something bugging you, something that's pestering you. This is also scorpionic energy, maybe something that hurt you, stung you, came up and bit you in the ass. It's this thing that's bothering you. It's this poking. It's like an irritating little sibling. As you're focused and trying to do your homework, you know, they're just poking. It's all for them. They want your attention, you know. But the thing is, it's hurting you. It's making you sick. You're trying to still ignore this because you don't want to get distracted by the bullshit. You want to stay focused on what really matters to you, and that's what's coming through loud and clear. That of where your focus was, and that was last week too. But it's starting to get worse. It's like this person won't accept being ignored anymore. Or, yeah, that's pretty much it. Trying to fit in, being a fly on the wall. You're trying to keep this light. Oh, I understand. This person has completely and totally fucking fallen for you. But you're just trying to keep this light and fun. And you're trying to pretend, oh, like it's not happening, like it's not happening. You're kind of just trying to blend in right now and not stand out. Life is speeding up, though. Things are coming together. This is Gemini energy. This is communications are coming in. You're starting to realize what this person's intentions are. You're starting to become acutely aware. This is why they're bugging you. This is why they keep trying to get your attention. You keep trying to like ignore them and refocus back to what it is you do, but you don't know how sexy you're making yourself by focusing on what it is that you do. Because what it is that you do is what's attracting to them. It's your devotion to the purpose. It's your devotion to the project. It's your devotion and your commitment and your level of bravery. So the more you do, the more they want you. You know, and this is somebody who has helped you out in the past, who has stood by you and been there for you and not abandoned you. So it's not like somebody that you don't know. They're already like there. They're already somehow next to you. But they want to be more. They want to be more than just, they want to get in your, so in other words, your intentions are clear. Your intentions are pure, but their intentions are not. You know, part of why they came in to defend you was because they want you to notice them. They want you to pay the fuck attention to them. They're trying to get your attention. But it's almost like they're trying to get your attention, but they want you to notice them. It's like they don't want to acknowledge that they're trying to get your attention. They're trying to get your attention, but they don't want to acknowledge that they're trying to get your attention. And they want you to turn around and notice them so they can be like, oh, they made the first move. Aquarius made the first move. They don't want to actually make an official first move. This is somebody who kind of like doesn't like to be left vulnerable. I'm just telling you what the cards are picking up. This is usually not so romance oriented, and I think it's because this romance is playing out as part of or an extension of a mission that you're on. Right? It's kind of getting convoluted with that. Okay. Okay. I am not saying that you're not interested in this person. I think you feel it's safer right now to play it safe and not let the romance overcome you, take over. It's like you don't want the distraction right now. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on in your life that I think you have to recalibrate and readjust and find your own sea legs right now. So there is just this sense of maybe too much attention being put on you. And you would be maybe more interested, but right now you just don't want any attention on you. Any attention is about what, any attention that's coming to you, you want to deflect and put on like your purpose. Vision. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. See, you're trying to deflect. You're trying to stay on the up and up, and you're trying to stay positive. And why are you trying this? You're trying it because you just don't want to admit that it's even happening. And what's interesting is I don't feel like this person is repulsive. They're definitely not repulsive. I think you if you thought about this too long, you feel like you'll be going down a black hole. You know, like this person maybe has too much negative pull, negative energy. This person is too complex, too complicated. They would rock your world, but simultaneously they would also make an earthquake in your world. You know what I'm saying? It's like they would rock your world to the point of earthquaking, and then you could almost feel the impending destruction here, and you're scared of the temptation. Vision. Let's read it again. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform the current events. Oh boy, does it. And this is where I think you have settled on. Like, if I don't pay attention to this, then it will go away. If I just keep focused and keep everybody focused in that right direction, then it will go away. It will go away. It will go away. Trust yourself, Aquarius. Trust that you are picking up the right kind of vibes off this person. You know, they already have that tendency of not leaving you alone because they want your attention. That's showing signs about who they are. So even though maybe you've been lonely too long, or maybe you're looking for a new partner, there is like, for some reason, you don't want to get involved with this person. I'm vibing with you. I say trust your instincts. Adventure. Instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, okay, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as either black or white, try to explore the colors in between. So, the advice from the guardians is literally telling you, listen, this whole black and white thing is actually causing more conflict in you. It's actually distracting you more than you really want to be distracted. It's sucking your energy out in and of itself. Trying to say yes or no. No. How about this? You just like have fun. Let it be playful. Or, go out on a few dates, or just joke around, jokingly flirt, sarcastically flirt. So you can always fall back on, oh, I was just joking around. I was just joking around. If it gets more serious, then you could go forward. But there is a sense of, it doesn't have to be so black and white. You're this building this wall, blocking this person completely is taking too much of your precious energy. Don't block this person completely, because there is this sense of, you don't have to. You're not going to be theirs if you don't block them entirely. Building that wall and keeping that distance is actually really what's harming you more than anything else. It's almost like you're kind of like setting them up to be a pest now, because they're just going to try to break through that wall. There's no need to build that wall. They're not that much of a threat to you. Archangel Metatron. I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness there is love. So call upon Archangel Metatron to help you resolve how much you really want and have passion for this person versus all the warning signs your mind is telling you. Call upon the angels, Metatron specifically. Archangel Metatron, please help me bridge these two extremes and find a happy medium and figure out how to get back to balance. Creative potential. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all your heart's desires. So this is the path. This is the way. Your creative energy. What do you love to work on? Where does your creativity flow? Throw yourself into that. Create, create, create. In other words, this could also become another distraction. Like maybe you'll end up creating together. Okay, well now we're business partners and we can't get together, but we can still be around each other all the time and we can work on stuff together. It'll give you more time to actually get to know this person completely. Because even though you know this person, you don't know them. And I think there's a lot of judgments that you've made about them because of how uncomfortable they make you feel. And no, I don't think that discomfort should be ignored. I just think it has to be rationalized and understood. Harmony. Wow. Disharmony occurs when we try to resist life's natural flow. As I'm telling you, man, you are building walls like the fucking Hoover Dam to try to redirect this fucking flow. The water just wants to go where it wants to go. Everything has its cycle. Every stage of life has its own unique meaning and purpose. Every day can be harmonious if we want it to be. Go with the flow. I know you don't trust it, but it's not going to lead you in the bad place. Believe me, if this isn't the right person for you, it's going to take you right by them. This is more interesting. This is more about your relationship with the divine than it is about this other person. It's like the angels, the guardians, the universe, whatever you want to call it, God is asking, can you just trust me, please? Can you just trust me? This is us learning each other's language. This is you trusting me. I'm not going to take you into a pit or right into the arms of somebody that's going to hurt you. This is us working out our relationship. It's really not even about you and them, you and the other person. Positive outcome. The sun is about to burst through the clouds, and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. This is causing so much anxiety in you right now. There's going to be a big relief that's just bursting through and coming to you. Okay, so it could very well be Saturn going direct on the 29th or Pluto going direct on the 5th of October. It could also be a lot closer, which is, hello, check out your moon messages, Aquarius. This Virgo new moon. That's going to be a great time for planting seeds for long-term a bounty. And I think that that's what it is. It's going to, like, there's clarity in Virgo energy. There's practicality in Virgo energy. And giving it over to the moon, it's like, listen, if it's meant to be long term, it will take place now. It will happen now. It will start now. These are great seeds to plant now. But it's also clarifying. It's helping to clarify what's worth the investment and what isn't, because Virgo energy is also very good at that, weeding out the shit that's just not worth your time. Let's go to tarot. Let's see what tarot has to say. We already have 4 tarot cards on this table, right? Sticking up, standing out amongst the crowd, and sticking up for what you believe in. Let's go. I'll see you guys over there.